I'll do it, absolutely. I wish we'd done it. I wish we'd done it from the beginning. If you don't know, as architects, we're not taught anything to do with business at all in the 5 years of full-time education and the 2 years of part-time education that's involved in the course. There's 0 hours spent on business. How are you supposed to know what you're meant to be doing and what you should be doing? You make it up yourself and you muddle along and you make mistakes and all of a sudden after 15 years of being in business you realise you haven't a clue what you're doing. I wish we'd done it from day one. We know how to be architects, but don't know how to be business people. We were working very hard and never really seeming to reap any rewards for that. And they basically felt there's got to be an easier way. Just lots of hours. Every month was a chase to make sure there was enough money in. At the end of the year, everything seemed to be fine and we spread it out over the year, but we would have occasions where there just wasn't enough money coming in. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. You end up working Saturdays, weekends, evenings, just to make sure that there's enough money coming in. Yet we'd either be out of business or just still muddling along. He came at just the right time, solved a lot of problems, and a lot of the issues that were brought up in the promotional video that Peter sent out to us, where it just felt like this was made for us. All the problems and all of the issues that were raised in that are the issues that we have. Peter pushes us very hard, harder than we would push ourselves on every aspect of it. And that we like that. We sort of regard Peter as our boss, that we have fortnightly meetings with the boss. And look, that works for us. It's moving up. Other people probably have a different attitude, but that's how we regard it. And it works, it gets it done. We are creative people. We like to solve problems and like to do the job that we do. You know, we like designing and that entertains us, and that's where we get our energy from. But it doesn't pay the bills. That's not what actually pays the bills. And because we essentially run the business, we control our own time. I would rather design a house than chase a bill. But Peter makes us chase the bill. So, well, over the past 2 years with Peter, we've looked at our pricing strategy and pricing range and realised that we were undervaluing ourselves, telling people we're great, but actually not charging appropriately. That doesn't mean we just charge more for the sake of charging more. It means we charge correctly. And we seem to have found that the right balance for that. What that does is we're still working very hard, but it does free up an awful lot of time. It means we don't have to take on every single job that comes our way. We can be selective and take on the nice ones, not take on the ones that we would necessarily, or that we would have taken on previously, that we're going to make some money on. Our turnover and profit have gone up by somewhere between 50 and 100%. Our working less hours, we get more holidays. I rarely work weekends. I have a weekend. Feels great. It feels good. We don't sweat. We used to, the last week of every month, we used to sweat, and that was, you would lose working time because you were chasing money, chasing invoices to make sure you could pay the end of the month bills. We don't do that anymore. We've got a cushion. Yeah, we feel like we're running a business. We understand simple business things that we just didn't think about, like profit margins and targets. That isn't the way we thought previously. We do now. It works. It's really good. With Peter, we've set ourselves some fairly heavy targets. We're working hard to try and hit those, but that feels good.